That's
All right.
fascinating. I was going to ask you what you meant by congruence, but you just answered that for me. And because I was thinking that it was going to be about um, alignment, and I was like, what is the difference between what I see as alignment, which is, we agree on goals and have some agreement about how we're going to get there. But this is different, what you're describing, especially taking stock of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that.
Well, I for to start, I think you are more likely to reach alignment with other people when you can approach the conversation from a place of congruence. Right. So I think it is it's super helpful in having those conversations. And now I've forgotten what the gist of your question was because I got on that part.
Taking stock of yourself.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah. So if I come into a situation with this idea that I know how things should be done, and I approach the people I'm going to be working with in that way, I am more likely to engender reactance from them, right? Because I'm coming into it without taking into account, what their challenges are, what their problems are, what they're struggling with. I may not take into account, that this is the fifth attempt at an Agile transformation they've been through in the last 7 years, all of which are going to affect the way people are able to respond to me and the way they're going to respond to a change, whether they're going to be able to absorb a change, whether they're deeply cynical at this point. So by being clear about what I'm coming in with, if I'm coming in with a bunch of judgments, or I'm coming in with fear, or whatever else, it's going to impact the way I am able to relate to people. So I think just being clear on my own needs and my own motivations and making some adjustments to them. If I notice that I'm feeling really judgy about the way this company is doing business or whatever, enables me to connect more effectively. Did I manage to answer your question the second time?
I think so. I find it fascinating because I have no training in therapy, but it sounds, from a lay point of view, it sounds a little bit like therapy, where people are coming in, maybe a party, for example, the example you gave, where if you're coming in, but this is the 7th time or whatever, and people are resentful even of your presence, and you don't know why, because you haven't unearthed that yet, then taking that personally, like as an affront to myself and
Sure.
my expertise, right, would not be helpful. Whereas instead to approach it with humility and curiosity and gently excavating.
Yeah, I like that, humility and curiosity and gently excavating. I do want to say that I don't do therapy. I'm not qualified to do therapy. I'm not trained as a therapist. And that said, the model of congruence does come out of Virginia Satir's work. And what I have discovered is that there's a lot of her models are useful for working with humans who are, well within the range of adjustment, that they're useful models for dealing with other humans.